Alright, I know that I told you guys that, the last rant I did regarding One Piece and the edits that 4Kids did will be the last rant I ever did until the One Piece movie 6 review was done. But you know what? What I heard today from my mother, it's so completely disgusting that I have to rant about right now. My mother has a friend who has a cousin, and her daughter doesn't get along with her new husband. So what does the mother do? Does she go to family counseling? Does she sit the two of them down and try to work something out? No, she sends her away. And she's not the only parent who does this. Mothers and fathers do this, you know? And not just because they don't get along with the spouse. It's for they're gay, or bi, or lesbian, or they got pregnant, or had sex before marriage and stuff like that. It's just unbelievable. It's like the parents don't want to be a parent, you know? I think these people range in the same area as soccer moms, you know? They don't want to take the responsibilities of being a parent, you know? If your kid doesn't get along with your new spouse, sit them down and talk to them, alright? You don't just send them away. You know, some of these parents even send the kid away because they're causing problems, or they have problems. Well, no offense, but doing that, or just throwing them out of the house, I heard that too, some person I know in my college who had drug problems in the past, their parents just threw them out. They didn't want to deal with it. No, that's not what you do. Kids that are thrown out of the house or sent away relating to new spouses or drugs or alcohol problems, things like that, kids that are sent away because of those things, they're going to think that your new spouse is more important to them, or that you just don't want to deal with it, and the kid gets into more trouble. Do you know how many teenagers or kids are out on the streets today who are alcoholics or have alcohol problems or on drug addictions or become prostitutes and things like that, all because their parents threw them out of the house for whatever reason? You know, it would be one thing if you sent your kid off to a detox clinic or whatever they're called for alcohol or drug problems. That would be one thing, but just throwing them out of the house is a completely different one. That's not going to help them. And that's not being a responsible parent. And parents who throw their kids out just because they're gay, bi, or lesbian, you guys should be freaking proud of yourselves that your parenting has gone only that far in regards to good parenting that they feel comfortable enough and assured enough to come to you to talk to you about this very touchy subject that not many people enjoy listening to, you know? You should be proud that they feel comfortable enough to talk to you about that. And they're pregnant? That's the one time you should be in your kid's life. If they're pregnant and they're not married and things like that, you don't throw them out of the house. That's the time they need you the most, okay? You're the parent. Help them. Be a parent to your kids, okay? How is throwing them out of the house going to do anything? And you know what? The kid she's carrying is your grandchild, alright? Your grandchild. You're gonna throw your child out on the streets to let your grandchild be born God knows where? Do you know how many teenagers give birth in alleyways and just leave them out in the dumpster? Like what happened today on the news? A 3-hour-old baby was found in the dumpster. Because teenagers do that because they don't know what else to do. And some of them don't want to get abortions. They want to keep the kid. Don't throw your kids out of the house for these things, alright? These are the times when they need you the most. Don't throw them out because they don't get along with your new spouse. Sit them down, talk to them. If that doesn't work, go to family counseling, try and sort out things there. And if things don't work out, well then you probably shouldn't marry that person, you know? I mean, who comes first? Your new spouse who isn't even the blood related to your child, or your child who is blood related to you and you've known longer than this person, you know? For me, the obvious question would be, I get rid of the person that I'm dating and go with my child, because it's my kid, you know? You aren't even my kid's father. I'm sorry if that sounds a little cold there, that last part. And you don't throw your kids out if they're addicted to alcohol or drugs. You have to help them, alright? You don't just throw them out of the house. If you're gonna send them anywhere, send them to a detox clinic or whatever they're called to help through it. Get them in counseling. Go to counseling with them so that they know you're supporting them throughout this tough time in their life. And don't throw them out just because they're gay or they had sex before marriage or that they got pregnant, okay? These moments are when your kids need you the most. Don't abandon them at these times, alright? It's just wrong. And that's not what a parent should do.
"思い描く理想を手にするその